What's up guys, today we're drilling side control escapes. We have the brown belt beast back on the channel. He's bigger and stronger than me, so I figured he'd be the perfect partner for this. Alex is trying to submit me or mount me and I'm trying to escape. I want you to really pay attention to who moves first. I'll show you again. Alex moves first. The easiest time to escape is during your partner's transitions. As Alex tried to transition to attacking, I felt that little bit of space and timed my bump and took the underhook. I prioritized getting to my knees and then I sit through into my guard. Alex is under my neck, so I prioritized fighting the hands, taking the grip off and then controlling the arms so he can't grab my head again. You're going to see throughout the video that my game plan is to get on my side and take the underhook. Against a strong guy like Alex, shrimping out will be extremely difficult, and I like to go path of least resistance. The way Alex has his right arm will make shrimping out impossible. I wait for the opportunity and I take my underhook. Alex overcommits driving into me and I use the momentum to push Alex across my body and re-guard. Let's think about what you need to do to escape. You can't move down because the mats are in the way. You can't move up because gravity. You can turn away, but you risk getting your back taken, leaving turning inward the obvious choice. This is what we need to prioritize. The underhook is going to enable you to turn onto your side. Now I just need to make progress on Alex's crossface. If my head can't turn, my body can't turn. I have my hand pushing on Alex's hip and use it to help me push Alex over my body. He posts with his head so that he can't be flipped over and onto his back, so I just re-guard instead. Let me know if you'd like me to do one of these in the gi next, and any other requests you might have. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, it's the ultimate favor you can do for me. Look how close I keep my elbows to my body during this whole video. It makes it very difficult for Alex to attack because I don't give him any openings. The lack of openings make Alex have to transition and adjust to find and create openings for attack, which creates openings for me to escape. My head not being controlled makes it easier to get onto my side. As I do, I take my underhook. I keep my shoulders close to my head to prevent the guillotine. Alex has control of my leg. By keeping my knee up and off the mat, I'm unable to get onto my knees to wrestle him. I hit this super awesome sit out which breaks Alex's grip and puts me in the perfect position for a double leg. The sit out is a fundamental wrestling move for dealing with a sprawl. There's so much from wrestling that can be utilized in jiu-jitsu. Now we're going to see Alex start to adjust and change up his game plan. He's starting to realize that every time he loses control of my head is when I escape, but it's difficult to get attacks going without transitioning with your grips. Alex is trying to transition to north-south. One arm controlling the hips and the other underneath my arm are the correct and technical way to get there, which he's doing. I don't want Alex's hips on the other side of my head. It would nullify all the work I'm doing to get my left arm in for the underhook and expose my back to being taken if I were to stay on my side. I'm blocking Alex with my frames and stopping him from coming around and taking my back while I search for good grips on his legs to wrestle him. I get to my knees and we just restart. I could have done another sit through though. This time I keep my elbows flared to give Alex a little more to work with. You shouldn't do this, I'm purposely making it harder for myself. I do a big bump, but I'm unable to shrimp. Alex stays too tight. Look what does happen though. My elbow positioning significantly improves and now I can sneak in my underhook. I know Alex is now searching for the Kimura, which is a smart counter from here, so I use my leg to block the space and disrupt him from being able to grab my wrist. I finally find an opportunity to shrimp, but it's not enough, so I shrimp again and get back into my guard. What's your number one challenge in jiu-jitsu right now? Let me know as it helps me decide which videos to make. Now I'm gonna start with the worst arm positioning, with my arm behind Alex's head instead of in front. If you end up here, it's because you did something wrong. It's your fault. When you're in side control, keep in mind where your hands are and you'll have a much easier time escaping. T-Rex arms where you prevent your head from being grabbed are ideal. Improper arm positioning is really what led me down this path, where I'm now defending Alex's attack and on the run to free my arm from his Kimura grip. I try to turn away out of desperation, and as I come back, Alex just takes my back. Alright, now let's break this down in slow-mo. Alex posts on my head, which feels great. I believe he wants a far side armbar, but I pull my arm out and look for the underhook. I try to keep my arm close to his body so he can't loop his arm through for the Kimura and try to re-guard by shrimping. He doesn't have the Kimura locked in yet, but he does have control of my arm. I try to take top position, but that's not working, so I shoot my right leg through for the back, which also fails. Alex is such a strong guy and physical specimen. Let me know if you'd like to see him more on the channel. He now has me locked in with the Kimura grip. I try again to take the back, but no luck. I figure my next best option is to roll to my back where I can pull my elbow out from there. I manage to pull it out and try everything I can to turn and break the grip he has on me, but can't, so I turn the other way out of desperation. This was dumb of me and almost got me submitted. I ran out of places to go and Alex capitalized with the back take. I would have kept my foot and shin tucked into the back. See how Alex swings his leg around instead? It's not wrong but could put strain on your knee. Alex knows what he's doing though and how to stay safe. I'm just pointing it out for others with less awareness. I start with my arms in a better position this time. I don't want to go through that again. Little bumps can be all that's needed to get the underhook. Look how patient I'm being. I'm getting pretty tired and don't want to grind through his crossface again. As soon as Alex transitions and takes his arm off my head, that's when I work to get on my side. It doesn't always have to be explosive. You can be persistent and slowly work your way onto your side and to your knees. By grabbing Alex's legs, I can wrestle to take top position, but instead sit through to my guard because it's easier. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you did, please leave a comment or a fist bump and let me know if you'd like to see more drilling commentary.